Superhoops. Whoop, let's go. Hursty Games, and this is how we do. Now it's time.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to the QPR Career Mode. If you're all caught up, then fantastic. If you're not, then go check out the playlist, get yourself caught up, and then of course welcome back to today's episode, which we are going to be ploughing through and trying to get some games done. And there's a few things I'm going to be trying to do just to try and really cement our way through this and really push to that next season, because I think this season it's becoming a little bit of like a stalemate. Obviously, I'm fairly confident in saying we're not going down. I don't think we're really going to fly up the table too crazy much. We're still looking okay. You know, we're not a million miles away from some of these top boys. But I'm going to say this now. If it looks like the season's sort of capitulating to a bit of a mid-table finish, what we'll do is we'll possibly sim a couple of games. Watch sim, obviously, so we can jump in. But that will allow us to sort of just catapult a little bit towards that second season and start getting to the exciting part of, you know, a little bit of a team rebuild, picking a few players up, maybe selling a few players. Now, this doesn't mean I'm not going to be trying my best to keep pushing through this season. Obviously, we'll keep playing on. We'll keep trying to keep up, like, picking up points and everything. But I'm just trying to do it just to keep the series and everything still fun, adding new twists to it and allowing us to really make this team our own. And part of that is going to be having another season in the Prem, cementing some good money, and then really trying to bolster the squad that we have. But again, it doesn't mean I'm going to sim everything. It doesn't mean I'm going to, like, just pointlessly sim games when actually they're games we'd quite like to see. There might be a couple, if we're a comfortable lead, I might then watch sim a little bit of a game just to, again, help see us through it, help us get through the process and push on a bit quicker. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. Obviously, if you're not, it's absolutely fine. Please do let me in the comments. Talk to me, because obviously this series is all about the interaction and the support has been fantastic. By the way, I really do appreciate everyone who's still watching this. It really does help and it's so appreciated. But enough waffling, let's crack on. Let's get into today's episode. And our first game is up against West Brom, who I think are either bottom or at least in the bottom three. So it's a game that we really should try and show up in, and let's hopefully do that. Okay, so this is our team going in against West Brom. I've decided to just mix it up a little bit. Masengo in, and then Dykes and Campbell up top. Sticking with Campbell for a little bit again, seeing if he can just improve a little bit on the last episode. I'm going to say this now. If today, in this game, I feel like he has a bit of a stinker, then he is going to be not playing, at least in the next game. And I think he will possibly just become a bit of a rotation player to the end of the season. Obviously, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but we've seen that he just hasn't been good enough. So we have to make that decision. But let's go into this West Brom game and hopefully pick up 3 points. Okay, here we are at the Kiam Prince and hoping today to come away with 3 very important points. This would be 3 huge points in the season, obviously up against a 5 at the back, which we never like playing against, but it is a team that are near the bottom of the table and a team that we really do need to try and show up against today. I've been playing a little bit differently online when I've been playing against people on foot, and I've been playing a much more like passing-based game, and I'm going to try and incorporate that a little bit into our gameplay today and see if it can make a difference and you know, add something new, add a new dimension to it. Obviously, we do have that 4-3-2-1 that we've been trying out as well that we can bring in and rotate into the game a little bit too, and that might be something that we see. We might end up seeing that come into effect, but time will tell. Let's go for it today, going for the 3 points and really trying to push our way, just, you know, again, into a better spot, into a little bit more safety, but again, a bit more intent in the table as well, because obviously that's what we'd like to try and do, finish the table as high as we can. Ball here to Amos. Amos, lovely pass out wide here to Isaac Coles, who's going to play a nice simple pass to Dykes. Tries to play the 1-2. It maybe wasn't my best idea. I tried to play the 1-2, get it back to Coles, and then have Coles, you know, be in behind the man. They've only got 2 points all season. They're yet to pick up a win. We cannot lose this game. They've got the ball over the top here. Ozzy hasn't quite stayed with his man. He's going to get out there quite well. Good block in the end from Dickey. And mate, Jan Sommer had to make a save. Ozzy, I don't know how Ozzy's kept that on. Fair play to him, actually, because that was quite good. But that was very, very stressful. The first real chance of the game falling to the away team here. But Tyrese Campbell doing a good job here, running out wide. Going to cut inside, play the pass across to Willock. Into Masengo. Coles, was just back, and I think Coles was just onside in the end there. But we didn't get the shot. We didn't get to test the keeper. We need to try and get a proper test on him soon. Oh, Ozzy hasn't got that. I think he's offside. Mate, Sommer again with a fantastic save. But Dean Garner there was in behind. It was a really nice pass. That would have been problematic if he'd stayed on side, because I think if he was in line with Ozzy, I think he still would have got there before Ozzy did. So that could have been a problem. Campbell on the ball here. Quite deep without really many options. But that space has just opened up for him. He's going to run into it. He's going to put it onto his right. He's going to hit the post. It doesn't quite find its way into the back of the net. That's really unfortunate. He had the time. He had the space. The space just opened up from there. I'm just double checking, just for my peace of mind. He's left-footed. That one there, that is on me. I will take full responsibility of that. I pulled him onto his right. Just wanted to clarify that. Oh, it's a good ball in there. It's a good header. Jan Sommer with an incredible save. Yet again, Jan Sommer for another game doing us the business and keeping us alive in things. And that's a really good effort, but that is a fantastic save there from Sommer. He is, I've said it before, I'll say it again, he has helped us incredibly since joining the team. I'm not saying I'm chuffed that we lost Seny Dieng, but we would not have signed a player like Jan Sommer if Seny hadn't caused the issues he had and had forced our hand a little bit. But he's been, I don't know, a breath of fresh air is not quite the right phrase, but he's been incredible. West Brom bring it forward. Ozzy steps in really nicely there. We get the ball to Masengo here. This is probably going to be the last chance of the half, and I don't quite get the ball. It's a good tackle, I think, in the middle of the park there. Of course, they weren't really heading forward. They've gone backwards now. Thankfully, the referee finally looks at his watch. I was so sure because it's the AI they were going to let him play on, and it looked that way until that pass backwards there. But it's been a scrappy first half. They've definitely had the better chances. We've had a chance or two. We've you know, threatened with possession, but they've been the better of the two teams. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the wide formation. The wide formation, the narrower formation. Literally the opposite of the words I meant. So Campbell's going to go to right forward. Dykes at striker. Coles on the left. Masengo and Amos, and then we're going to bring in Johansson just to firm things up a tad in the middle of the park. And I'm also going to bring on Odebaggio. Odebaggio did ask to play. I will stick to that. I will be a good manager when I say yes, you can play. I'll then play Odebaggio, give him some minutes. But we are going to go to the 4-3-2-1 in game. And maybe just a little bit narrower because we're getting the ball into good spaces centrally and it freed up space for Tyrese. Maybe if we have Coles, Tyrese and Linden sort of running in a more central spot, we'll really give those middle three a bit more to think about. Let's hope that that's the case. Let's go, boys. Masengo going to look inside and find Johansson. Johansson going to play it to Linden, who is, I think, just onside. He was just onside. The linesman, sorry, kept his flag down. That would have been great, but he wasn't quick enough. Got to be careful again. West Brom attacking down the wing here. Sommer, that's yours to claim, my dude. Well done, Jan Sommer. Going to get it out nice and quickly. And maybe we can build from the defence here. We can build from the back and try and take this ball forward. Dickey, lovely pass there into Masengo. Masengo now takes his time. I'm trying to play through balls to Linden. We got a little bit lucky there that Linden managed to pick that one up. But I'm trying to play runs in behind for our slowest striker. Coles with a good effort, but it is going to be offside. We finally broke the line. We found the pass, but Coles was in an offside position. I think we've got something here. I think we can do something like this. It wasn't that close at all. I was about to say it was close. That's a lie. I'm going to make our final substitution, and it's going to be for Linden. It's going to be bringing on Trossard. Trossard going to play that central role, bit of pace, and then we've got Campbell cutting in from the right, Coles cutting in on the left. I think this could be the play. I think he's that bit quicker than Linden. I think he offers something a little bit different. We're not really putting crosses in. We're not really competing in the air. I think this is the play. I think this is the way forward. Campbell picks the ball up in a really good spot here. And Campbell's just going to keep slowly making his way forward. Again, the space opens up for him. Left foot for Campbell. And Tyrese Campbell does exactly what I needed him to do. On that left foot, straight into that bottom corner. I just slowed down the attack. You'll see that I stopped sprinting. I started jogging. And then Tyrese, the space just opened up. This is possibly why they're doing so badly. Look at the space there between the two centre-backs. Sort of left centre-back and the middle centre-back. Just opened up and I thought, right, the pace of Tyrese, these guys are not catching him. He just walked through them and finds a beautiful shot into the bottom corner. That really is exactly what we need from Tyrese Campbell. More like that, Tyrese, and you might just save yourself in this team. Lovely stuff from Tyrese Campbell. Great time to score a goal. About 20-25 minutes on the clock. 1-0 to QPR. Come on, boys. They're bringing the ball out wide again here. McCallum doing a decent enough job of sort of keeping them out, but does get slightly caught out. But the Johansson does very, very well. Gets back, puts in a very, very crucial tackle there. Really good job from Stefan Johansson. He's been very, very solid since coming on. I have to say, he has impressed me since making his way back onto the pitch. Callum Morton coming on for Callum Robinson here for West Brom. Got to try and make sure we see this one out. Corners, obviously, not something you particularly want to have too many go against you. McCallum just been turned the first time. Ball comes in from Matty Phillips. Is cleared from Amos. We get it away first. Amos brings this ball forward. Finds Tyrese Campbell here. Tyrese Campbell, lovely turn. And we try and set away Trossard. It's a really nice pass to Trossard. Brings it down with his head. Going to tear the strike first time. Finds the back of the net. Finds that top corner. And it's a beautiful strike from Leandro Trossard. Really, really good stuff. Nearly bloody batters himself on the advertising board there. But really, really nice play. And an assist from Tyrese Campbell. This is much more like it from Tyrese. This feels like today he's found a bit of a second wind. Found just I don't know, he's just playing considerably better. And 2 really nice goals as well, I have to say. Trossard's finish there is an absolute belter. Right into that top corner. The central centre-back getting nowhere near it, and neither is the keeper. Really good stuff, boys. That's a second. It's 2-0 with 10 minutes on the clock, and it's things you well and truly love to see. Come on, boys. Clean sheet now is the main focus. Ooh, bad tackle in the middle of the park there, as Stephanie Hansen gets taken down. It's only a yellow card. I thought that was possibly going to be a little bit more. So this may end up being a bit of a weird highlight in the middle of the match, but I thought it was potentially going to be a red card. We play this round quite nicely. Trossard, lovely turn, gets past his man. Trossard doing really well here. Going to just take it maybe one step too far. And Campbell now feeling it, feeling spicy, feeling saucy. Lovely bit of play. The cameraman needs to just sort himself out there. But Tyrese Campbell gets a second. 2 goals and an assist. Is this the second coming of Tyrese? Is it his redemption arc? It might well be. This is a really, really good first performance. Obviously, we are up against a team at the bottom of the table, but honestly, 2 episodes ago, I wouldn't have backed Campbell to score against anyone in this league. He was having such a torrid time of it. This could be a really, really good push for the latter part of the season. If Tyrese has a really good sort of final quarter of the season, it could really save his position here at the club. And that is another terrible tackle. That is woeful. That has got to be, again, as at least a yellow. It's not the same player as the one who took us out the first time. It very easily could have been a red, but I don't think it's going to be. It is only a yellow card for Clark Salter. That really could have been a lot worse, but not too long left. That's a really poor pass here. We'll probably now just see this game out. I don't think there's too long left on the clock, so we can probably just kind of commentate our way through the end of it. I think we will, and we'll give ourselves a little bit of a thought on this game, actually, because you know what? I think we've been very impressive. It's also a good time to mention, if you hear like weird drilling, I don't know if you can hear that on the mic. It's popping up on my mic. Yeah, there's roadworks going on literally immediately outside my house, so I do apologise. There's not loads I can do about that. But that is going to be the game, surely. There it is. 3-0. A huge result and a huge, huge turn up in the books for our man Tyrese Campbell. He's done very, very well there. As I've been saying for the last couple of episodes, his position at this club really is not secured. It is not guaranteed. If he can finish off the season with a flurry like this and keep picking up goals like this in games like this, who knows? He might just be saved. But it's a very important result. It's a very, very big result. And I am thrilled to bits. That's massive. Very, very happy with that. Super, super happy with the result. And you can see Tyrese here talking about his position. I think it might be worth us potentially offering the conversion to a right forward, seeing what that does to his stats, and then potentially go from... I've clicked the wrong one. Well, that's awkward. It's potential, you know... Is it going to help him long run? Because then we can always convert him back to a striker. You know, we've got the options then. I think I might just have a look and see how long it would take to convert him to that sort of right forward position. Because he can play right mid. We know that much. So let's have a look and see what that would potentially do for him if we change him to a right forward. See what kind of stats it would boost as well. I'd have to make him right winger because you can't actually do right forward. That's stupid. Right winger takes 2 weeks. So we're going to convert him to a right winger, add that to his options, and then convert him back to a striker. I'm here for that. I think that's going to be a great addition for him. And who knows, it could save him in the squad. Just very quickly, Faisal Batach loan has been agreed. He's off to FC Vizela for a season. So at the end of this season, he will join them for the next transfer window, which will be obviously the start of next season. So obviously best of luck to our boy Faisal. I'm a big fan of him in real life, and I think a loan move is going to help him in this career mode if he's going to do anything for the club. Okay, now we're going into our cup game here up against West Ham. Now obviously West Ham, a very, very good team. A very, very solid team. Because it is the cup, I am going to start with a sim. I know there are some people that would like me to really push at the cups as well. And obviously, if we start going down or it's not looking great, then I will jump in. So that is still going to be an option. I have rotated the team a little bit here. So Sommer, McCallum, Lopez, Barbe, and obviously Kakai. Ahmed comes in. Johansson, Samfield, Ilias Chair, Dykes, Trossard. So still some very good first team quality players in there, but we are going to rotate just a little bit just because we have got some big league games coming up too. So let's jump into it. Let's jump into the sim. Fingers crossed the boys can do well. By the way, someone's playing at 90 rated right now. 90. Mental. And you know what? That is some start. Lyndon Dykes puts us 1-0 up. Only 4 minutes into the game. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. Things you love to see. Maybe I have disrespected this team a little bit much. That was a beautiful bit of play. Well, the lead didn't last too long. Vlasic has made it 1-1. Maybe then I disrespected West Ham. Who knows? You know what? It's 1-1. This is a very exciting start to the game. Not even 10 minutes on the clock and 2 goals. Crazy. Very nearly a chance to go 2-1 up there. It was Murad Ahmed, one of our wonder kids, getting a decent chance for himself. Couldn't quite convert in the end, but a very solid chance. We're looking good. This is a good, exciting end-to-end game. 1-1 still. Just before the stroke of half-time, and Sommer is pulled into another save. Could have been pulled into another one there, but comes out and collects it very, very well. But yeah, West Ham really starting to look good now, starting to bring that forward. It is going to be 1-1 at half-time, 45 minutes on the clock. I feel like I should jump in. As I said, I'm not like belittling the cups or anything, because I know it's been a long, long time since QPR have had like a solid cup run. So I'm going to jump into it. We'll jump in. We'll give it a go. Obviously, confident with the boys. A little bit of rotation as and when I need it. But for now, I think we stick with. Let's go. Obviously, great tackle there as the ball's coming over. Everton had a decent chance to push himself into the box and give West Ham a chance there. But Ozzy's going to bring it forward. I maybe waited a little bit too long there to play it to Ilias. Trossard on the ball, though. Ilias then pushing himself offside, which is a bit of a shame. Linden bringing this ball forward, plays it into Trossard. Ilias having to leave it because Ilias was well and truly offside. But Trossard, nice little ball roll. Into the box, no, lay it to the penalty spot. There were 2 runners on the edge of the box there. Johansson and Ilias both making their way in. I wanted it into that sort of 6-yard, well, not 6-yard box really, the penalty spot. And it's not worked out that way. Ball in here from West Ham. It's a good cross, but it's well met by Ozzy. I think it was offside there for Vlasic, but I have made some changes that would definitely on paper weaken the side. I've taken off Stefan Johansson for, I think it's El Basir is his name. It's one of our young sort of midfield players. He's 68 rated, currently playing on a -3 because of lack of game time. And I've also brought on Naji for Lyndon Dykes. So Naji comes on again on a -2. So it is a bit of rotation and weaker rotation, but it's to kind of, again, give some of our players that are more sort of first team style players a bit of a rest. But I have faith in these youngsters. Murad Ahmed has come in and proven more than once that he is capable of fitting in this team. And if that wasn't offside there from I'm not sure who that is. I think that is Naji. If that wasn't offside, then El Basir would have had a decent chance. Oh, a really nice bit of play here from West Ham, and that is onside as well. He is 100% offside, onside there. I think that's Timu Pukki. It is Timu Pukki. Puts us 2-1 down. That's really unfortunate because we've actually been playing really, really well. It's the last couple of passes that just let us down. But this was a nice bit of play here. As soon as that passes into Rice and Vlasic, I can't do anything about that. I cannot close them down quick enough. Far too easy from them there. Far too easy. But it's going to be 2-1. That is a real, real shame. Obviously, as I said, I have now weakened the team with a little bit of youth rotation. But it's fresh legs and it gives us as good a chance as anything. Ilias Chair makes a great run. We get the ball out to him here. Naji in the middle, going to play it to him. Naji, great turn, takes it past 2, and Naji finds the back of the net with a lovely strike as well. The youngster comes in and potentially brings us back into this tie here with 5 minutes on the clock. The play from Ilias was lovely. The turn, the first touch from Naji to go down, then turn up, just squeeze between those 2 players there. This turn here, lovely stuff, and then plays it back on himself to that left-hand side and finds a wonderful strike to hit the back of the net and to make it 2-2 and gives us a lifeline in this FA Cup round. That is really an important goal, and it's good to see one of the youngsters come through and get himself a goal as well, much like Murad Ahmed in one of those previous games. It's good to see the youngsters coming on and getting a goal. I'm proud of him, man. I'm chuffed. The game, however, is not done just yet, and oh mate, El Basir with a bit of a sloppy pass. It's a really nice run through from Declan Rice. Pukki with an effort, and that's a great save from Sommer because again, it sort of went back sort of the other way, kind of like we just did with Naji. Pukki played it sort of behind where the keeper was heading and forces him to go back on himself and make a save. Very good tackle there from Zuma, but the ball does trickle through here to Ilias, and then I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Masuaki, makes a good tackle. I was just trying to go around him, and I couldn't quite. But I think the FA Cup, that will be a replay, which is a shame, as it's another game. Or is it going to be extra time? It is extra time. I am an idiot. It shows that we don't do cups very often. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off Murad Ahmed and we're going to bring on Chris Willock. Fresh legs, good player, obviously, solid player. And it's just a nice little introduction of pace on that left-hand side. I don't think we can make extra subs in the cup. We can. Hamer on as well. Oh, okay, so I can only make 4. That's okay. I'm here for that. I think that's good. Good rotation. Good rotation. That's what we're going to do. Left-hand side, fresh legs. Let's really focus this left-hand side and really put them under some pressure. Let's go, boys. Got to be careful now. It's a good attempt there. But Sommer, with a good save, and then sort of stops it dead as well. Kind of traps it before catching it and picking it up and allowing us to push and make a bit of a counter here. A bit of a counter charge. Chris Willock. It's a good tackle from Fredericks. We are going to get... Oh, no, we're not going to get the ball. I thought we had the ball there. Never mind. Got to be a little bit careful here. El Basir is going to be pushing it all the way across there. Going to work their way out to the right-hand side. Aussie... oh, no, not Aussie. Sorry. Chris Willock. Oh, mate. Hamer went nowhere near that. That's a problem. Thank God there. El Basir wins that. Tries to lay it off to Chris Willock, but the pace and strength of, I think, again, it's Fredericks there, was too much for Chris Willock. Good block there from Johan Barbe. Again, doesn't get too many minutes, but Johan's done really well when I've sort of needed him in this game. He's put in some decent tackles and done a decent enough job considering he doesn't play too often. But second half of extra time, I'm playing a little bit more than I expected to when I jumped into this game. But that is what it is. West Ham have been the better side. There's no two ways about that. They have been the better team. But we're going to continue trying to focus this left-hand side. Obviously, now we're attacking right to left, so the left-hand side is nearer me. I don't know about you guys. I often try and prefer playing with the side nearer me. And that last half I played with the team on the opposite side of the pitch. So hopefully we can work our way into a little bit more dominance in this last 15. Otherwise, it is the ever-dreaded penalty shootout. Unless, of course, we concede immediately, which would be terrible. Well, now we've got to get back into it. Lanzini with a late goal, doing Lanzini things. Okay, well, we've still got time to fix this. It's a very, very upsetting time to concede. That's very disappointing, but it's a nice goal. Sommer dived a little bit late. I feel like he maybe sees it late, but come on, boys. We need to push this, man. Come on. Chris Willock inside to Nagy here. Nagy going to keep this ball alive. Finds Ilias Chair. Ilias with no one in the middle. Has to go himself. Oh, it goes under Randolph, but he is offside. I thought I just timed it. I must be completely off. The fans still loving it. Oh, I thought I just timed it. No, I didn't. Oh, it's a shame. El Basir going to play it up to Trossard. Trossard out wide here to Ilias. Ilias Chair going to try and bring this inside. Finds El Basir. El Basir has a go. It's blocked initially. Chair is not going to win the header. He is not a big boy. Lovely pass, but again, Ilias Chair's offside. I feel like he has been making some very good runs, but he's been offside a lot. And that's down to me, obviously, possibly playing a few late passes, but I feel like his runs have been very, very quick for him to get in behind and then be offside, which has been a real shame. I've definitely preferred using Willock. You may have noticed that Willock is definitely featuring more, and Ilias is much more of a rotation player now, sort of in the last couple of games. Aussie keeps it alive, does what he has to do, but doesn't keep possession, and that's going to be full time here. West Ham are just going to keep that ball. They're going backwards. That is it. That is full time, and we are at the FA Cup. I did really seriously try to keep us in that and tried to bring it back. Lovely goal from Nagy. I say it different every time I say it, I swear. But it's a real shame that we couldn't keep that up there. And we have bowed out of the cup in whatever round this is. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a real shame. Lanzini with a late goal to seal the deal and see us out. It's a shame, boys. Well, the cup, obviously, we are now out. I believe that means we are out of both cups, which is a real shame. But obviously now we have the league to focus on. And depending on how some of these games go, we might be able to work our way through all three. Looking at the teams we've got Watford, we had, I think it was Wolves, and then we have Leeds. If I have a quick look, obviously Leeds are above us right now. So Leeds obviously aren't a team we can disrespect. Watford are down there and Wolves are down there as well. Watford in the bottom three, Wolves down in 15th. We might start the Wolves game as a sim and then obviously jump in if things aren't going great. I think that's going to be the plan. Okay, so this is our team up against Watford, going with what is possibly our strongest 11 right now. Trossard very nearly came in instead of Dykes. Again, I think Campbell, after his last game, I fully rested him in the cup game. If you may have noticed, he wasn't even on the bench. Just to, again, get that fitness and, again, give him the benefit of the doubt today. So we're going to jump into the sim. I will sim possibly the first 45. If it really looks like it's going against us, then I'll jump in otherwise. But yeah, let's see how it goes. And again, apologies for a little bit of extra simming. It's mainly just to really help us see through this season while still giving it our all. Let's see how it goes. A good chance early on here. We do have a corner from it. I think the ball was crossed in and Dykes had a decent effort, but it was blocked initially from the Watford keeper. But we do have another corner here. Back-to-back corners. Not the best corner straight at the keeper, and they're going to get it away. But a positive start. A positive start. Oh, that is terrible. The way that's come about, the way that's happened. 1-0 down. Maitland-Niles, who's playing as a centre mid for them today. That is a shocking goal to concede. It looked like it trickled in. That's so disappointing. Nearly immediately back with a response. A good effort. A nice little layoff from Dykes and Campbell hitting it sadly a bit too near to the keeper. Coles doesn't really seem to be putting the best corners in. That's a bit of a shame. But again, the positives to take are that we are looking good, but it doesn't matter if you're looking that great at 1-0 down. A good chance there for them. They're looking a bit too good for me. We're going to jump in. I'm not here to mess about. I'm not waiting to half-time. Like I say, they're playing some good football. I'm not here to just be like, oh dear, let's just sim our way through the season. I'm not about that. We're still giving it our all. We still want to win games. We still want to push up the table if we can. And the only way I'm going to do that is by winning matches. And if the boys can't do it by themselves, I'll help them out. Come on, boys. Ball into Campbell here. Off to Linden, who's just going to get there. Back to Tyrese. It didn't quite get to him, but good effort. Good bit of play. We just got to really get the chance against this keeper. I back the boys to get a goal. We've been scoring today. We've been getting the goals. It's been tricky, but I reckon we can do it. And we're on the attack again here. Lyndon Dykes going to go back in here to Johansson. Back to Linden. Linden to Campbell. Campbell doesn't quite keep it. Just bounces away from him. That would have been a really good chance. If he just kept that ball, I think that was 1-1. Got to be careful here. Johansson is the player I'm kind of using to close down a little bit. Bit of a stinky chip into the box there from one of their midfield. And now we get the ball here with Chris Willock. Willock going to make the run. Tyrese Campbell trying to make a run in behind as well. Going to keep pushing. And the pass from Willock's terrible. That is a truly terrible pass. Watford get the ball in there. It's fallen just behind the striker. And thank God it did, because that would have been a problem otherwise. And we see it to half-time at 1-0. Obviously, not the result we're looking for. Obviously, not the score we're wanting it to be. But it is 1-0, and we kind of have to deal with that a little bit. And we are going to deal with that by changing into our 4-3-2-1. Again, it just feels like it's a usable formation. It just feels like it's good to run. We are going to, however, run Willock at cam. So we've got Johansson, and then we've got Amos sitting that little bit more defensively as a pair. Let's see. I can't get him to DM. That's such a shame. But that's fine. We'll stick with it as it is. Masengo, obviously, an option off the bench. He's currently playing as a 77 rated DM. So we're going to just go with it as it is. Just going to go with it as it is. This, I think, will work for us. The 4-3-2-1 felt good last time. And again, it might be a formation we kind of change into. If we do, I feel like we need maybe next season to look at another holding midfielder. Another centre mid. Because I think if we're going to be running 3 and we've only really got 3 centre mids / CDMs, we won't have enough rotation. Simple. Too simple. And they're through. And they've played a blind of a strike. Summer dives, I think, without his arms. Genuinely, I don't think he dived with his arms. He kind of dived like head first. Really nice pass. I can't take anything away from it, but oh, it's a pointless dive. It's done absolutely nothing. And we're 2-0 down. 2-0 down to 18th in the table. I now can't just blame the sim for me being down. It is also me. I am 1-0 down in the time I've been playing anyway. So, not good. Not good. Need to respond. Cole's on the ball here. A little bit deeper than I'd like him. But we're going to play... Look at this passing. Where does Amos think I'm aiming for him to play the ball so horrifically near no one in our team? I don't know what it is. Well, I think I've mentioned it before, how bad the passing is in career mode. Like, as I said, I've been playing a more tiki-taka style football on Ultimate Team. And if the passing was this bad when I was doing an Ultimate Team, I wouldn't be enjoying playing tiki-taka. I know the level of players I'm using are considerably different to my Ultimate Team, but it just feels like it's entirely useless trying to play like more than 2 passes. It just doesn't feel like it works. Tyrese... That's my fault. Again, I've taken a shot from range there, but it just feels like the polar opposite from our game against West Brom. We just feel useless on the ball. I know we're chasing a game. I've made our 3 subs. Dykes is coming off, and we are bringing on Trossard, and then I'm making 2 defensive changes, Hamer and Dunn on for Lopez and McCallum. Those are both fitness changes, not because of us pushing to win this. The Trossard change is our change to try and, you know, offer something different and try and push on for something. But the other 2 changes, I've kind of had my hand forced a little bit because they're both quite tired. But here's Willock, lovely run through, doesn't quite get past the right back, manages to catch him when he's not really paying attention to him for majority of his run into the box there. But it does be like that sometimes. It does indeed be like that sometimes. Lovely pass. Lovely pass. Someone with a great save. It, again, was kind of hit at the keeper, so it's a good save regardless. But if he was onside and maybe had a bit more time on the ball, it would have been a problem. Oh, we finished the game with an offside, of course, and that is going to be full-time. 2-0 loss to Watford. That is a terrible, terrible loss to take. I have to say, Watford are often a pain in the arse to play against. I've had multiple career modes, whether I'm simming or playing. Watford seem to always turn up against you, but always do pretty stinky in the league. It might just be me, but I always struggle against Watford. I don't know what it is. And we've struggled this time around as well, with a terrible, terrible 2-1 loss. Again, even if I just look at the goal, the time I played, I still lost 1-0 in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just blame the fact that I started simming it. However, I won't be simming the next game. I want to try something. 12th place is still where we see ourselves in the league. We're going to have the next game, obviously, for today's episode. And, yeah, we can't go anywhere above anywhere else. What? How has that happened? He got Player of the Month? All we did was slag him off for like a whole month. We literally slagged him off for a whole month and he got Player of the Month for February. I am beyond baffled. I am beyond baffled. I have no words. Let's just get to the next game because I am so confused. Couple of emails to catch you guys up on. Joel Slater might be going on loan to Sutton. Obviously, I'll update you guys if that does go through. One of our youth prospect players who are working their way through the rank. And Shadipo is off to America, going to Miami FC, or CF. Apparently, that's the thing. And he is going off for 1.7 million. We get 1.2 million of that. And he'll be going in the next transfer window, so at the start of next season. He's at the age of 25 or so now, I think, in the career mode. So not a player that's going to be really in our future term plans. We have better players in the same position as him. There's not much I can do about that, but he's off. Okay, it is time for the 4-3-2-1 to make a full 90 minutes appearance for us. You can see the squad we're running, and it is up against another 5 at the back, but I'm actually really confident in this lineup. You can see a slight change. I have gone to like a DM in the middle of it, so Amos is going to sit that little bit further back. Masengo sometimes does work his way forward when we've been playing a 4-4-2 and gets a couple of shots away. Hasn't got the best shooting, but has scored for us and makes some very positive runs. Him and Johansson, I think, trying to play balls through to that front 3. Coles is on a free roam. Campbell's on a get in behind because of his pace. Trossard is a stay central, stay forward kind of player. And I think this could work out for us. I really do. Fingers crossed think this could work. This is a really good example because Wolves are a tough, tough side and it is a 5 at the back and they are often the hardest to break down. Here we are back at the Crown Prince. Maybe the home crowd will be something that can lift us today and get us back into the form that we need to be in because we're so inconsistent right now. I think we've been like win-loss for some time and it has been a bit of a stinker, but it's okay. We move on, we power through. Let's hope that we can, again, bring back the form and hopefully this 4-3-2-1 can help us significantly. Let's find out. Let's give it our all, boys. Come on, you Oz. Be careful here on this attack. Ozzy does well to see it backwards, but then it wouldn't give me Ozzy to try and win the ball back. And Amos, it clips his heels instead of him being able to bring it down. And it gives Wolves a second chance at this attack here. But Ozzy steps in really nicely and helps bring this away. Amos now with the ball at his feet instead of at his heels with a chance to maybe help us bring this ball forward here. Campbell tried to cut inside, but does well enough here to take it past Johnny. Johnny is going to come back to him though and does get the ball there. It's a shame. I tried to just offer something a little bit different, cut round and then play it in, but it was a good tackle from Johnny. He recovered well to win that ball back. And now Trossard, oh, so close there. Nearly into Isaac Coles. Second time of asking, I still couldn't get it to him. Isaac Coles inside here to Trossard. Trossard's going to take his time and allow the run for Coles here because he's up against Semedo, who's not slow, but he has mistimed that ball, misjudged it, mistimed the jump, and Tyrese Campbell 3 goals in today's episode. That has got to be, I think, a record for him, as I think he's on 6 or 7 goals now in the league. It's going to show this change for him, hopefully, is going to be for the better. Obviously, on that right-hand side, he can now cut in on that left foot and get the space and try and find the back of the net. And he's done so here. Really well done from Isaac Coles to keep the ball. Just keeps it on the pitch there, just on the pitch. But that is very well done. Really nice run. And then a simple tap in for Tyrese. But honestly, 2-3 episodes ago, I wouldn't have like 100% backed him to have scored it. So it's great to see Tyrese Campbell on the score sheet again. Is this his redemption? See, this month he's been playing pretty well. This month he could maybe arguably be in running for player of the month. I don't get how that's happened for February though. Lovely ball here. Really nice play. And McCallum finds Campbell. Oh no, he doesn't. He finds Isaac Coles. And I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I got confused with the name and then I got confused with what I was pressing. I apologise. Amos brings this ball forward. Lovely play. Trossard in space, but they're closing down so quickly. That midfield 2 of theirs is putting in so much work. They are running up and down this pitch non-stop, absolutely non-stop, and they are proving to be a problem right now. Fair play to them because it's a 2-man midfield against a 3, and they're playing very well. Get the ball here to Coles, who is playing a DM all of a sudden. It's strange, but I guess that's part of free roam, eh? He goes where he wants, and it's going to be half-time, 1-0 up. Thanks to a Tyrese Campbell goal. Who saw that come in before today's episode, that he would be our player of the episode so far? Because he has been very, very good. 3 goals, one of which was a lovely, lovely goal. And then 2 pretty simple goals, but goals where he probably wouldn't have been in the right position. Or one of them at least, he possibly could have missed this time last, like, again, 2 weeks ago or whatever. But yeah, very, very good. Very, very happy with that. 1-0 up, and deservedly so. We have kept Wolves to 0 shots. We have been by far the better side in regards to creation and making stuff of the game. We're going to take off Johansson and bring on El Basir. Going to give him another 45 minutes. Very excited to see how El Basir can work into this team. And who knows, he could become our rotation centre mid for next season. I thought I'd give him a go. Sam Field, I absolutely adore in real life, but doesn't quite come across in the same way in career mode, which is a real shame because I'd love to rotate Sam Field into this team. But at the moment, I think it makes more sense for us to try the youngsters in El Basir and see if we can get his form up. And who knows, his level, his rating, all the good stuff we need. So let's go into the second half and let's see if we can maybe improve on the lead we've gained in the first half, because I think we've been good enough to. Got to be careful here. Really nicely played, it has to be said. This has been slightly problematic. Good tackle from Lopez, but they are going to rotate it around. El Basir is quite deep to try and help out. Good tackle from Dickey, and then Masengo. Everyone getting back there and doing their job and helping us keep the clean sheet, keep the lead that we currently have in Tyrese Campbell here. It's a 1-man team now. It's going to be a very good tackle. I had a chance to play it through to Trossard, but I didn't think it was the right time. And then there was no time, so that happened. Get the ball here to Isaac Coles. Going to try and set away Trossard. Trossard does collect it. Going to play it down to El Basir. El Basir stops it dead. Turns and finds Amos. Amos, a little bit deep, going to try the shot, and that is why Amos is playing CDM and doesn't shoot very often. That was a bit poor. Okay, we're going to make a change here as well. Trossard makes his way off the pitch. We're going to move Campbell to striker and bring on Chris Willock in that right forward / right wing role. Again on free roam. So now both of our wide players are on that free roam, both on getting behind, both on comeback and defence. And it's just going to help a lot, and it's just going to hopefully shore up the midfield a little bit. Kind of sometimes it drops into almost a 5 in the midfield when Willock and Coles both drop back a little bit. But also definitely have 2 players that cut inside and help create a real focal front 3 at the same time. So yeah, hopefully a bit of a change and a little bit of something different to help us out here. Willock, obviously, I don't want to see completely out of the team because Willock is a player I absolutely love in career mode and in real life. And Jan Sommer at the moment is somebody I'm absolutely adoring in this save because he's keeping us in the lead with a very good save from a very good effort. Their first effort of the game. It's going to be Fabio Silva, off for... That kind of looks like Danny Ings, but it definitely isn't. It could be Cotrone, actually, now that I've said that. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, Silva makes his way off the pitch, and it is Campagna. Sure thing, I will take your word for it, EA. Isaac Coles working his way forward here, and then it's going to be El Basir out wide. Good touch from El Basir. Plays it inside to Isaac Coles. Can't really create space to turn and try anything, so we're going to just sort of rotate it a little bit. This is sort of where you see the passing play that I was talking about coming into effect, and then a stinker pass from Chris Willock, but there wasn't really much on. I maybe shouldn't have passed it, maybe should have just turned, kept it a little bit, but you can see the little bit of tiki-taka at times, just helping to create a little bit of space, keep a little possession, see them off the ball, Terrible touch from Isaac Coles. But with 10 minutes on the clock, it's what we've got to do to see this out. We'd be a little bit careful here. Ozzy Kaka and Rob Dickey both working together to sort of see this right-hand side of our defence. Hopefully, stop the ball from working its way in the box. It has worked its way in, and that has worked its way into the back of the net as well. Just as I've made a defensive substitution, which obviously hasn't happened yet, but Campagna, their attacking substitutions, come onto the pitch and found himself a goal. And I feel a little bit hard done by because I don't think they deserve it. Just being brutally honest, I don't think they deserve the goal. They've not been threatening at all. They've had that literally that one chance. I don't think they deserve it. I think we're a little bit unlucky here. Ossie kind of shrugged off a little bit. Dickey didn't get there. Summers dived and his arms are in the wrong sort of place. There's not loads you can do about it. It is what it is. I've just taken Amos off. I brought on Jimmy Dunn. Jimmy Dunn is a centre-back, and then Rob Dickey has moved into CDM. He's actually only on a -1 in that position, so I thought I'd try it out. Because I do like Rob Dickey in the game, and I think he travels forward pretty well and actually has decent passing for a centre-back. So thought I'd give it a go, but now I've lost the midfielder, gained the defender, and lost the lead. This here looks problematic. Lopez, I can't get him to the ball. Couldn't get him there, and Sommer with the weirdest save, but a save nonetheless. Sees it out for a corner. 2 minutes added on. We need to get this gone, and we have to attack pretty much immediately if we want anything in regards to creating a chance before the game is done, because the AI will not give us any extra time here. Campbell is offside. Just offside. I thought again I timed it, but yet again I've timed it poorly. I thought that guy on the far side was keeping us on. Okay, the line isn't in line with the defender. If my elbow can be offside, so can his. His elbow can keep us onside, right? Just me? Just me? If it's Cole's elbow that's being judged to be offside, surely the defender's elbow is keeping us onside. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems daft to me. If the elbow can be used to stay offside, the elbow can be used to stay onside, but apparently not. Apparently not. Never mind, eh? It's going to be full time at 1-1. I doubt the ref will really let him do too much with this. They've kicked it forward. We're going to play it forward, and that is going to be full time. It's a frustrating 2 points to lose because that's not a draw gained. That is a 2 points lost. You can see the the crowd fuming as well. Gutted with that one. Genuinely gutted. I think we were good enough to get the 3 points. I think we've been a little bit mugged off at the end there, but yeah, bit of a weird episode today. Things happening that I didn't expect, and yeah, form iffy. I'm fairly sure we started the episode today in 12th, and we have finished the episode today in 12th as well. Just before we round up, you can see Campbell's conversion to a right winger is done. Going to move him there, and then I'm going to move him back to a striker. Again, I want him to have the option of being striker rather than being just a winger. And it's going to improve his shooting as well. It's only going to take 2 weeks to get him back on that plan. So I'm here for that. I'm down for that. And then I think after that, he'll be working on his passing. Get his passing up, because his passing does let him down a couple of times. His agility and balance is a tad low as well. So maybe that's something we look at as well. But for now, that's going to be where we end up rounding today's episode up. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then please leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit that sub button and turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video. For the catch us live on our live streams, it's over on Twitch. There is a link in the description. Make sure you go and check that out. But for now, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What?
In a bit.
Now his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know.